Thanks for tuning in to Red Belt Radio. The following episode is scheduled for one fall. I'm Jason, and this show is dedicated to World Wonder Ring Stardom. Today I'm covering my breakdown of former Stardom wrestler Giulia and current Stardom wrestler MINA SHIRAKAWA, as I'll be comparing their respective careers, accolades, wrestling styles, 1v1 match record, and overall impact on the wrestling world. This versus breakdown exists purely for the sake of fun, and I'll be mostly looking at things through a Stardom lens, as this is a Stardom-focused show. Giulia and MINA SHIRAKAWA are arguably the two most popular wrestlers to have come out of Stardom in recent years, and their international impact in 2024 is a huge testament to their stage presence and skill. Let's see what makes these wrestlers so popular and what sets them apart. If you find these transmissions valuable, please give this a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. Giulia made her Stardom debut on December 8th, 2019 and wrestled for Stardom up until April of this year. While her debut took place nearly a year prior to MINA SHIRAKAWA's, the lockdowns and tragic events of Stardom's 2020 resulted in there being only 32 Stardom shows between Giulia's first match in Stardom and MINA's. Giulia was of course a very decorated wrestler in Stardom, winning the Artist belts with Shuri and Maika, the Goddess belts with Shuri, and the Artist belts again with Mai Sakurai and Thekla. In addition, she became a white belt champion in 2020 and a red belt champion at the end of 2022. MINA's debut came on October 3rd, 2020, and she has been an Artist of Stardom champion alongside Tam Nakano and Unagi Sayaka, a Goddess of Stardom champion alongside Mariah May, and an Artist of Stardom champion again alongside Maika and Xena. MINA also had short reigns as Future of Stardom champion and Wonder of Stardom champion. Despite the caveat of Giulia's earlier Stardom debut, we must still give the edge to Giulia here when it comes to accolades. This is also helped by the fact that Giulia saw tournament success on both the Cinderella and 5-star GP stages, and that she had a healthy reign with the New Japan Strong Women's title, which was showcased on many Stardom shows. Every wrestler must cultivate their wrestling style, and Giulia and MINA SHIRAKAWA both carved out styles that set them apart from the Stardom roster, earning popularity despite not being the flashiest, most technically pristine, or agile wrestlers within their peer group. Giulia worked in Stardom often as a brawler, intent on making things personal and turning matches ugly. MINA alternately showcases a more technical side and a logical progression to her game, using limb attacks to soften the opponent up for moves like the figure 4 leg lock or figure 4 driver MINA. This category is almost entirely based on opinion, and anyone is welcome to their preference. I personally like the cohesiveness of MINA's style and also appreciate how well it works against bigger opponents, namely foreigners, since it lets MINA work towards cutting them down to size. Moreover, the style lends itself to MINA's title challenges, allowing various champions to work from underneath and try to mount a comeback against her. There are only 3 singles matches between Giulia and MINA SHIRAKAWA, and each took place during Stardom's 5-star GP tournament across consecutive years, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Giulia has the edge in head-to-head competition against MINA with 2 wins and 1 loss. The best battle of these 3 by a country mile is the Blue Stars match that took place on August 12, 2023. It is the only fight of this trio that has multiple rapid swings back and forth and it is the only fight with a sufficiently energized crowd lifting it up. Lastly, the topic of overall impact is not yet settled. Both wrestlers have promising futures and both are actively involved internationally on massive stages. Giulia, of course, left Stardom in April to support Rossy Ogawa in developing his company Dream Star fighting Marigold. And now Giulia finds herself in WWE's NXT with a number of matches under her belt. MINA Shirakawa is still technically a Stardom wrestler, but has not competed in a single Stardom tournament all year, and frequently leaves the country to make appearances in AEW and Rev Pro in the UK. It's possible that, like Giulia before her, MINA will leave Stardom behind and take up residence in the United States. The social media popularity of both competitors is quite comparable, and it's not clear exactly how far either can climb in terms of global superstardom. If either becomes a world champion in one of the biggest pro wrestling companies in the world, I don't think any of us will be surprised. What do you like about either of the wrestlers from this breakdown? Do you think one has the edge over the other when comparing their stats? And what do you think awaits them in the future? If you found this transmission valuable, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. Thanks for listening to Red Belt Radio.